Hello everyone, Adrock11 here. Got me about versus Toxic Spikes and a little few things. One is that this will be the last time you will see this team ever again. And two, this is probably first and only time you will see Toxic Spikes teams like this. Basically, we had this battle way back, and I finally just got the time to actually make a video of it. And basically, I was, testing waters of a few Pokemon that I was like, huh, these are pretty cool. But ultimately, I basically transferred all my EV pokes to the black version of the game that I've gotten. I even gotten the black DS, which looks pretty sweet. And obviously, I have black version. Basically, I'm actually going to keep 2 walls of the older gens because why not? Rock old school, buddy. But also just have some sweepers of the new gen because, hey, I'm not against change. Okay, so where are we in the battle? Okay, Machamp using Payback on Jelly. This move kind of confused me, but then he told me that he wasn't aware that Future Sight was a psychic move. Now, I had assumed that he was just going to switch out into a dark type to basically resist the Future Sight, because at the time we covered our screens, so we didn't know what each other had. So I'm just like, you're gonna sack your Machamp like that? Huh. Okay. So then out comes Sharpedo. Now I know he's not gonna be full. I know he's not gonna go for anything, so he's just gonna go for a straight up crunch. So I switch out and I go into the Pants Lizard to take it. And I notice that he is rocking the speed boost, which makes me a little sad face because I'm like, oh, that's not good if I let that thing get too much on. So I wanted to drop kick it out of there, or dragon tail it out of there, and send out Xatu. So now I'm going to take the time to just bulk up since I know he's going to switch. I mean, that's kind of duh. And he's going to switch into this thingy as I'm going to bulk up. So now I'm just going to go for a payback, which in my mind, here's my mind process. I'm going to pay back. He's going to hit me with an attack. I'm going to live because I am careful. And then I'm going to hit him with another payback and force him to make a difficult choice, but he gets a crit, so my mind is filled with fuck. So I send out Jelly, and he switches out. And he switches out America, predicting the Shadow Ball, but I just go for an HP. I don't even know what HP that is, actually. I know it did a lot to that thing, but I'm not quite sure what HP that is. So he's going to hit me with a Brave Bird, take me out. I mean, I was hoping he was going to die of Brave Bird related injuries, but he's still alive, so I'm going to have to do the kind of douchey thing and just make him either let me get a sub or just Brave Bird until he dies. Which I was hoping that he was going to just Brave Bird until he dies, because that would be totally awesome. Which is actually what he's going to do. He's just going to Brave Bird me. He's going to make sure I don't get sub up, and I am going, or well, I'm going to not get sub up and be sad face, and he is going to die of recoil, which is very sad for America, falling to a fuzzball. So now he's going to send back in this Jelly little guy, and I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into King Jelly, predicting the attack, but he goes straight for a recover, so now I'm like, ew, ouch. So then I'm just like, okay, well, he's probably going to hit me with an attack. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. I'm actually curious on how much that's going to do, and it does an interesting chunk. But then he goes for the Calm Mind, so then I'm like, okay, well, he's probably going to just use Recover to heal up. So here's what I'm going to do. This is my mind play out. I'm going to go into Love Me, basically to catch him on the non-attacking move, and then I'm going to encore it. I'm going to send out Onokusu, I'm going to set up a sub, Dragon Dance, and then just Outrage hurt. Either it's going to take him out and I'm going to sweep, or it's going to hurt him really badly, and then I'm going to send in something else that's going to finish up the job. So that's literally was my dot process. So here is Ornokosu, and he's still stuck in recover, and I'm just gonna set up a sub now. Hindsight, I was like, if I would have just dragon danced 2 times, I might have lived this Psycho Shock, and I might have actually been able to just take it out. But at the time, I didn't know it, because I run the damage calc, and the odds would have been very bad against me. It actually would have been like he would have had to get like close to min damage in order for me to live, which I don't know. I'm not that lucky. So I'm gonna sub up just to see if he wants to maybe save it or see what he wants to do. But he's just gonna keep breaking my subs. So yeah, I just go for an outrage here. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, that's not really going to kill. It's just going to do a lot. And he does end up surviving, which is okay because it did enough, I should say. I'm just going to send out Sheller, and I'm going to just use Shell Break. I got the Sturdy, so it doesn't matter if he recovers. I'm going to hit him with a super effective +2 from Adamant, whatever this thing is, X-Scissor. If he wants to attack me, I'm going to live due to Sturdy. And yeah, it's just all good. Basically setting up for a sweep. But he ends up not killing me, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So he dies. And now here comes the Sharpedo. I just going to have to take a chance that he's got speed boost, so he wouldn't pack the Aqua Jet, and he doesn't. So X-Scissor going to take that thing out too. So down that goes. He sends out Zatu, and well, of course I have dual stab on this. I also have Stealth Rock, you know, just for the lulz. Like, okay, I can't take this thing out, better set up my Stealth Rock and let die a very manly way. But hey, sometimes Sheller can just take the reins and sweep on its own. Okay, so that is GG TOX1CSPIKES. Comment, rate, sub. His link is in the description.